Hello everyone, Frankie Day back again on YouTube. I'd like to share another build done years past. The build I'd like to share with you is the Tamiya 148 scale Lancaster Bomber. This is the Dambuster version. Tamiya, they produced two kits, the regular bomber, I think it's with the Mark III, and the Dambuster and Grand Slam bomber. The Grand Slam bomber gives you two modifications, either for the tall boy bomb or Guy Penrose Gibson's G for George Lancaster with a skip and bomb. A little short history about the Dambuster. You guys probably know more about it as I do, but from what I gather, from years back, there was a movie of it, very outstanding, with Richard Todd in it. Very good movie, excellent. The English made good movies, the best there is. It was Guy Gibson's aircraft with a Dambuster. This is what my kit is modeled after. And but the Dambusters was formed by 617 Squadron. It was formed by Guy Penrose Gibson. After Dr. Barnes Wallace sold his theory to Bomber Harris, who was head of the Air Ministry, was the Air Marshal, the head fellow right there, great gentleman. Very well-dressed person, good man. And after the theory was sold, they decided to go ahead and modify the Lancaster. But using the Mosquito bomber as a test aircraft, they found that the bombs kept at 150 feet. The bombs would actually disintegrate. So when the Lancaster was modified and ready to drop the bouncing bomb, it flew at an altitude of 150 feet. By dropping the bomb, it kept on busting. They figured there's got to be something wrong. And so Guy Penrose Gibson's got an idea. If we get closer within 60 to 80 feet to the edge of the lake, that bomb may be able to work, which it did. The only way to achieve that altitude is using the altimeter. They used spotlights underneath the fuselage. When it formed a figure 8, you're at the proper altitude, then the bomb was released. The bomb would skip and go right over the dam, submerge, detonate, explode. The bouncing bomb theory was achieved and designed by Barnes Wallace, which designed the Vickers Wellington bomber, and I think he designed the Airship 501, I think it was, and a very ingenious man. And by putting a forward spin with the forward momentum of the airplane, he put a back spin on the bomb. With the back skip, and the forward momentum would cause the bomb to skip. And the general idea is for the bomb to skip over the dam. Once it goes over the dam, hits the water, and eventually it'll sink. It'll sink like a depth charge. At a certain depth, it'll detonate and explode. The shock wave of the bomb would crack the dam, causing a stress fracture. And you got tons and tons and tons of water. Water is very strong when you got tons of water. With the opposing force of the stress fracture, caused the dam to be breached. So 19 aircraft in May took off, only 11 came back. 2 dams were breached. Morns and the Sorby and Edgar dams were the targets. Out of the 3 dams were breached. And returning back from the mission, Barnes Wallace found that the loss of air crews and aircraft. He decided that the raid was a failure. And Guy Penrose Gibson says, no, it wasn't. It was successful. We initiate. We fulfilled our mission. It was successful. We breached 2 dams out of 3. And it was a successful mission. But it was never used again, fellas. It was only used once only. Using 4-engine aircraft on low-level attacks, using bouncing bombs was highly likely for the future. But at the time, the raid was useful, very useful, because Dr. Barnes Wallace had a fetish of destroying dams. By destroying the dams, he could slow down the German war industry tremendously. And by slowing down the war industry, the English and the Yanks can be able to have more of a lead on Germany, because they've fallen behind because of lack of power, because most of their industry is powered by water. Excuse me. So anyway, back to the model. I bought this back in 1977. It was Tamiya's answer to monograms. Hey, you can produce 148 scale models, B-17s, B-24s, P-61 Black Widows, and the rest of them. We're bringing out the Lancaster. How you like that? It's called competition. Well, the Lancaster came out in 1977. That's why I bought this kit. They made two of them. They made the original, the standard bomber version, and they made the Grand Slam and the Dambuster version. I just elected to use the Dambuster version. Guy Gibson's aircraft. Here is my 148 scale Tamiya Lancaster Bomber. Oh, it's splendor. Get back towards the tire so you can see a lot better, fellas. You'll walk around here. This is a big airplane. Warren, your Lancaster looks superb, my man. I checked you out YouTube. You've done a wonderful job, sir. Just a little closer of the airplane there. The kit comes with a very detailed cockpit. It comes with 4 figures. It comes with a pilot, co-pilot, and bombardier. Now you can see the bombardier scrunching down by the nose bubble on there, as you can see. I imagine that's what they use right there with a buzz switch to drop the bomb. Pilot, co-pilot, you've seen there. You got Gibson right there in his seat. He's telling his co-pilot, if I get shot, pull me out of the seat and take control. That was his orders. Tail gunner Charlie. There's no figures back there. On the 4th figure, it's a standing figure holding a V for Victory sign, standing up in that pose. The undersurfaces of the Lancasters, the Night Bomber, like all of them are all satin black. Top, dark earth, and dark green. This airplane is all an airbrush, freehand. It comes with the bouncing bomb on there. Bouncing bomb is very detailed, as you can see. This to me looks like a depth charge, but the thing is, it means it's business when it's dropped. This is a very wonderful airplane, guys, and very detailed. And a novice should have no problems in building this machine. The Lanc was a very wonderful plane. A good figure here that I like the most out of it is the kit comes with 1 engine. By removing the side panels, you got a detailed Rolls-Royce Merlin engine right there. Very detailed. As you can see, undercarriage is very detailed as that of the real machine. Tires are excellent. The tread detail is excellent. The whole kit's excellent. A very good kit. And a very costly one that too. I bought this at the PX. I got off very lightly, very easy. Being in the Navy, being a serviceman, I didn't have to worry about paying taxes. I went down to PX and I saw it sitting up there. I got it for a whopping $14. It's listed in the hobby shop at that time for $19.95. Nowadays, I can only imagine. You're looking at probably 3 digits. But I haven't seen any of those quarter-inch scale Lancasters in a long time in the model shelves. I imagine you can order them through the company or mail houses such as Squadron or whatever, what else out there. But it's a good kit. I enjoyed it. And I know you fellas enjoyed looking at it too, my builds. Grandfather Clock over there is telling me to get time to sign up. I don't want to do my boundaries. So I'd like to make God bless to everybody. And thank you for tuning in. Any of your comments and questions like that far this way, I'd be glad to answer them to them on the fly. I'll do the same for you. I'm going to go back and visit you fellas and check you guys' work out. You guys doing excellent work. I love you guys. Alex, you take care. I hope your kidneys are all healed up and everything's fine. Lenny, Model Pro, I'm going to be checking on your 124 Mosquitoes. How you doing, buddy boy? You're a good man, sir. You too, Panzerville. Baghead, Pete, all you guys. We'll catch you guys on next YouTube. Thanks very much, guys. Thanks for tuning in. God bless you all. Bye now.